What's up, nerds and nerdettes, and we little nerdlings all? It's your buddy Big John and G, the Two Gun Pixie presents Legendary Gaming. Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back indeed, and thank you everyone who's been subscribing to Two Gun Pixie and checking out our Facebook and Instagram and Twitter as well. Very cool. But welcome back to another Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, my friends. Yeah. Now that we're over Halloween, so to speak, things may still be trickling in a little in November. I'm not sure. But this has got to be said. There was a game we played. We loved it so much. I want to talk to you all about it and let you know why I think you should play Jaws by Ravensburger. I like saying that. Ravensburger. Sounds like it should be in a story. Alright, so we have Jaws. We played Jaws. We loved Jaws. And I want to tell you why we did, because that's why I think you may want to play this game. Alright, so I will see you all down at the table, my friends, and we'll talk about this epic movie turned board game. Yes, my friends, Steven Spielberg's 1975 summer blockbuster, Jaws. Fortunately / unfortunately, I remember it well. How does the movie translate to the game? Well, it's on Tabletop Takeout Tuesday, so that should tell you something. No, I did. I absolutely love this game. Actually, this Tabletop Takeout Tuesday is kind of like also my personal 20-sided shots. Now, if you're a regular viewer of the show, first of all, you'll notice we haven't had 20-sided shots in a while. Second of all, you'll know that 20-sided shots is our first impression review. And that's definitely this for me. But the first impression was so strong, I fell in love with the game. So, to be upfront, I've only had one actual full playthrough game. And that was a one-on-one with me against Ron. I was the Jaws. The Jaws. The Jaws! I was Bruce, the Great White Turtle. And Ron was Brody, Quint, and Hooper. I killed him! Oh, quite literally in a figurative sense did I do that. Okay, so let me tell you why I think you should really check this game out. Ravensburger has delivered a 2 to 4 player game that's suitable for ages 12 and up, I believe is what the publisher said. And this game, they say, should take you about an hour, and I think it did take us a little bit longer than that. It was the first game. I think it took us almost 2 hours. But, you know, we had just learned the rules, and I have to say, the rules are not heavy at all. The rules are very easy to get through, and we were just taking our time, making sure that we did understand them all. But they were not hard at all. They were very easy to follow. It was easy for me to learn. It was easy for me to teach Ron, and he got it right away. The game is simple as far as the rules go. There's nothing overcomplicated, nothing fidgety about it, which is always a bonus for any game. I just want to add that the game itself is broken into 2 acts. That actually did make the game feel like it went faster than the almost 2 hours I think it took us to complete it, because it was really 2 different games that we were playing. The first part of the game, the first act, which takes place on Amity Island, is pretty much, wow, it's not very good for the hunters. It's not good for Brody and the boys. It really seems to me to be geared more towards the shark, and how much power the shark can accumulate to go into that second act. That's really important. But the first act is definitely a hidden movement deduction game, because nobody knows where the shark is moving around. I love that. I love that aspect in games. And when you have a one versus all game that you're going to throw that onto, I like it even more. It did help that this was an IP that I'm really interested in. But yeah, it did all seem a lot faster because it was broken up into 2 acts, and both acts were a little bit different. The second act was a bit more luck thrown in with the deduction aspects. Because the second act used a completely different board. The flip side, which was kind of cool, and you're on the Orca, and the shark gets an option of 3 different cards of where they can surface to attack the ship or Brody and the boys. So there's a little bit of luck with that, and then there's deduction with the crew trying to figure out where it is you're gonna pop up at and what they're gonna attack you with. That was really, really fun. And during the whole game, me and Ron were very easily able to visualize everything that was happening in front of us, because it was so easy to do. The game really sucked us in. It is thematically one of the best IP games I've played. It's probably definitely in the top 3 of best translations. How good it feels. And this doesn't feel like it was skinned on to some existing rules, and they said, "Oh, what are we going to do with these rules? Oh, we just got the Jaws IP. Can we put them together? Oh, yeah, okay, we'll make it work." Crunch, 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 crunch. Not at all. Didn't feel like that. It felt very specific. Every rule in this game, every component in this game is specifically Jaws. So thematically, maybe that's why it helped us imagine everything so vividly as it was going on in front of us. And, just for fun, if you're the shark, if you're Bruce, you get to eat people. Oh, that's fun. Especially the first act of the game, Amity Island. A lot of that revolves around, really revolves around how many swimmers that you can eat, because that's going to give you more cards for Act 2 to use as Jaws, and less equipment card for the humans. Well, it's the exact opposite. The less swimmers you eat, so you want to eat as many as possible. And that's kind of fun. It's the same reason why I like Triassic Terror, because you get to eat the opponent. So yeah, that's a fun little factor. Not only was this game fun to play and easy to learn, but every aspect of the game, while you're playing it in Act 1 and then again in Act 2, your player boards are telling you exactly what it is that you can do, what your turn consists of. We found no reason really to go back to the rulebook. I think we went back to the rulebook for one thing, and I honestly can't even remember what that was. It just seems right to me, the memory. But yeah, because everything's on the cards, and the cards that you play as well. Everything is spelt out for you, which again just not only makes this game easy to learn and easy to teach, but it makes the gameplay itself just flow that much faster. And that's always great in a game, especially a game that won't take you very long to play. After your first game in, you know the game. I honestly believe your next game will be very close to 60 minutes, just 30 minutes an act. Yeah, I can definitely see how that works. I don't think that's a stretch. Sometimes the publishers put on a game, oh, this takes 45 to 90 minutes, and you've never played a game that took less than 3 hours. I know at least 2 games probably just popped up in most of your heads. Share them. But no, it's true. A lot of times it's not exactly on the money, the time that's printed. But I think this will. I think after the first game, when you know the rules, you've played through the game once, you're comfortable with it, I think this is the kind of game that will take exactly like the publisher says. I think this will be right around the 60-minute mark. So that's cool because it's a fast game. It's a little bit longer than a filler game. But then again, there are variant rules that you could play just Act 1 or just Act 2. And that's going to bring it down under a 60-minute game. So right there, you got a filler. Not bad. So overall, even if you're not a fan of the movie, I honestly believe if you're a board game fan, if you like one versus all hidden movement games, you're going to enjoy this. In fact, I think that because the rules aren't very fidgety, and because this is kind of broken down into two different games, which, like I said earlier, really made me and Ron feel that the time was moving a lot faster than it was. We thought the game did take us a little bit about an hour. You know, it seemed to give us that illusion, right? Well, what I'm getting at is, and I don't say this a lot, I think Jaws would actually make a good gateway game for one versus all hidden movement games. Yeah, I do. But anyway, as I was saying, even if you're not a fan of the movie, this game would be for you. If you do enjoy those aspects, you're going to enjoy Jaws. You really are. Now, if you are a fan of the movie, then you are really going to enjoy this game. Even if you're not the biggest fan of hidden movement and deduction games, as long as you like them a little bit and don't completely hate them, but you're a fan of Jaws, you're going to like this game. This is going to be a fun game to play. So I highly suggest playing, and if you're a board game collector, buying. If you're a Jaws enthusiast, buy. But overall, you got to play this game. Definitely got to get this game to your table or at a board gaming cafe somewhere, and you got to give this a run. You got to play this. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. Definitely. All right, everyone. So those are my thoughts. That's why I think, or those are the reasons, not that. It's not like there was just one grand reason that went on for almost 10 minutes. No. No, I think for those reasons, I think you might like the game. So thank you very much for checking out why I think that. And let me know your thoughts down below. Maybe I'm completely off the mark. Maybe I said something that sounds halfway logical to you. I don't know. Let us know. All right, well, thank you very much for checking us out over on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's very cool that you go over and see what we're doing, what we're dropping, and keep doing it, because we don't know what we're doing over there, so you're going to have to go check it out and find out and come back and report to us. And we got the Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store. I noticed a few more sales, so thank you, everyone that's been going and making a buy. But you know what? Even if you haven't bought anything, if you've at least gone over to the Two Gun Pixie Zazzle store and taken a look at some of our designs, wow, thank you. Thank you for taking the time to go do that. I understand what it means. So, I mean, that's a huge, that's a very huge nod to us that you at least was. And that is super, super cool. Thank you so much. But overall, for coming here to our home on YouTube, you subscribe to our channel, you watch, you comment, you like. And when we get lucky, when any content creator gets lucky, you're going to share a video or two. Thank you very much, because that's the best thank you that you can give us. Awesome. I'm your buddy Big Johnny G. The Two Gun Pixie presents. What are my hands doing? I don't know. Legendary Gaming, and my friends, I am out of here. This is like the ending of Police Squad. You just freeze while the credits go by.